Hi everyone, this vlog is in continuation with the series of which I'm doing on love, hate and expectations. And this vlog will pinpoint and we will go into a brief of how satisfaction and suffering work and how is it a vicious and a very, very vicious cycle in which maximum people go on suffering or experience unbearable pain. As far as love, hate and expectation is concerned, on a very, very general note, everybody frames them, understand them, react and respond to them on the level of their satisfaction. As far as satisfaction as a topic is concerned, when anything is judged, understood on the level of satisfaction, it is already narrowed down to business. It is already about satisfying a particular need, want, or desire. Hence, it is already on the very, very first step. It is dependent in nature. Now, a lot of people get attracted or get emotionally connected with someone. Of course, usually it is an opposite sex, but they get connected on physical or emotional level, and then they react to love, to hate, and to expectations on the basis of how satisfaction comes to them. So for an example, if a particular person is not feeling satisfied physically or mentally, which usually is the case, then they go into the hate zone of their relationship or hate zone of their own selves. Hate is always self-sufficient, and it is only related to the self. How? If you want to hate something, hate a situation or hate a person, the first thing you need to do is you need to create hate into your own self. The funnier part is that until and unless you don't produce hate, pain, suffering, or anger into your own self, you will not be able to relate, connect it to someone else. The more funny part is that when you create hate because of dissatisfaction on physical or emotional level into brackets, which is usually emotional dissatisfaction, because emotional satisfaction cannot be possible with someone else or by someone else or from someone else, because emotional patterns, aspects are of whom? Your own self. Anything which is of your own self cannot be satisfied by someone else. For example, hunger. A person is hungry. Someone else eating bananas or food will not satisfy hunger of someone else. Why? Hunger is self-centric. It is person's own. Close the brackets, going further. As far as this vicious cycle is concerned, that when you go into hating a situation or a person, the person who is going into hate with dissatisfaction will suffer far, far, far more than the person is willing to hate. The person who is facing hate may eventually, or there is a huge possibility that the person may be able to come out of that cycle because the person is free by birth. But the person who is creating hate, pain, suffering, anger, or revenge, the person has to create in herself or himself, and with that, he or she will definitely suffer more. Why? Because satisfaction was self-centric already. It was already on a centric note, because satisfaction was born with that person. It was the person who was to be responsible or is or should be responsible to manage their satisfaction. If they cannot manage their own satisfaction, how the hell would they be able to satisfy or manage satisfaction of someone else? It is practically or logically impossible for them to make anyone else satisfied in any levels of their life. Why? because their own satisfaction is not manageable by their own self. Why is it not manageable? Because they don't know why are they dissatisfied. They do not know already on the very first step that whatever they are clinging to or getting attracted or getting attached to has the base of satisfaction. There are very few people, you can count them on your fingertips. Those people do things out of their obvious nature and satisfaction has nothing to do with it. That is a matter of choice. Satisfaction will always give you suffering because satisfaction is centric. A person needs to move out of this vicious circle of satisfaction and suffering by just looking into the deep roots of emotional or physical dissatisfaction by seeing that it is about satisfaction. We will continue more in this topic. There is much more coming up. Stay tuned. Please share your views and opinions about these vlogs, the series of vlogs. If possible, I would request share to maximum people so that they can get some amount of hint or vision or idea of how they can make their lives better, themselves a better human being. Because to be a better human being is your birthright, and that is exactly why you are here on this earth, to become better as a human being. Everything else is part and parcel. Beautiful day. Take care. Peace.